when you came to Yahoo Corporate, you actually went out and did a lot of training. What were the results of that kind of training?
Yes, I think that starting off, and also when I worked in Yahoo Europe, we did a lot of trainings, and we tried to be really smart about training. So we did specifically tailored trainings for designers, for engineers, for product people, for editorial, to really be specific and really kind of tie it down to one slide at the end, saying that this is what you need to do when you go back to your desk. So what happened was that these people went back to their desk and they kept on doing whatever they did. So we continued to see, bad URLs, or they hadn't thought about good titles if you're an editor, etc., etc. So that was really frustrating, and we had the sense that we're putting all of these efforts in preparing trainings. You also take away time from the people that are actually attending the training, and in the end we don't really see that it's worth the resources that we're putting into it, because we don't actually see implementation coming out of it. So that's why we took a different approach and went for ownership instead, and put the resources in speaking to executives and our product owner organization, saying that we should have ownership of the key SEO facets, being domains, URLs, tagging, and some other things as well, sitemaps or robust text. And when we could standardize the entire process, both the product development process and how that was implemented, be that URLs or tags or whatever, that's when we really felt that we could implement on a scale. This doesn't mean that we don't do trainings anymore. It's just that we train people on the standard, saying that this is the company-wide standard. This is what you have to follow, and it also makes our job very easy, because whenever you always get a bunch of mails saying we want to do this and we want to do that. Is it okay? Before you had to make this really long answer saying that this is not okay, and you have to kind of explain why. So they also get the reasoning behind it. Now it's just this is outside of the standard. You put a link to the Wiki page, and that's it. So it's easier and faster for everyone, and also kind of the getting it that this is the company standard of how we do things. People respect that a lot, which also is great. So that's why. The session I did here at SMX West today, and I'm also always preaching it, is that if you work in SEO, really try to sit down and make just a standardized process. And of course, that doesn't really limit to SEO. That limits that's whatever you're working in. If you can standardize and say that this is the way that we do whatever at this company, I'm sure that you will see that works get much faster and easier. Of course, keeping all parts, you have to keep engineers and product and design within that standard to make sure that all angles are considered, but the return of doing that is immense.